Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens are advancing their story, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also check out what's going on with Liv Morgan, the Wyatts, and much more. Starting things off with a brief update for Cody and Kevin's feud. This, of course, all started to unfold after Cody handpicked Kevin Owens to be his next challenger. Cody saw the hard work Kevin was putting in and also wanted to thank him for all of the help with the bloodline in recent months. So Cody felt like it was only right to give Kevin Owens a title match. Kevin initially refused the title match, but after he heard that Roman might get the title match instead of him, Kevin decided to jump all over the opportunity and accept it. So the August 16th edition of Smackdown featured an impressive showing of Kevin Owens dominating Grayson Waller in a quick match. The match was everything it needed to be in terms of building Kevin Owens up for his upcoming title match. Surely Grayson Waller is not the same level of opponent that Cody Rhodes is, but the match still did a great job of highlighting Kevin's abilities and large arsenal of moves. Kevin even brought back the pop-up powerbomb to use on Grayson Waller. So just an example and a reminder showing us that Kevin Owens does have a large selection of moves he can use on Cody Rhodes that makes him a big threat to the title. And we got a bigger example of this even after the match. Kevin Owens teased hitting a powerbomb on the ring apron to Grayson Waller. Any longtime Kevin Owens fans know that the powerbomb on the ring apron was his devastating final touch that always had superstars being written off television for weeks. Similar to how Randy Orton had his special finisher with the punt that had superstars disappearing for weeks, that's what the ring apron powerbomb was for Kevin Owens. Just this scary move that if you get hit with it, chances are we're not seeing you for a few weeks after receiving that move. And Kevin hasn't used the move in such a long time, but it's being brought back up again right now in current day to once again build Kevin Owens up as a credible threat to Cody Rhodes. We see Kevin go for that ring apron powerbomb, and it serves as a nice reminder to all of the big superstars he's taken out and defeated with that move. So that was definitely the method to showing and teasing some of Kevin's other moves that he hasn't used in a while. It's just to remind us that he could whip those moves out during his title match with Cody Rhodes at any time and possibly dethrone Cody. Cody Rhodes did come out to save Kevin Owens from the double team attack, and that segment ended with Kevin Owens picking up the title from the floor and handing it back to Cody before walking away. So it still seems like Kevin and Cody are both on extremely friendly terms heading into this title match for the time being, and chances are it'll stay like that. One fan theory that is picking up some momentum is the idea that Kevin Owens will turn heel on Cody Rhodes following the loss at Bash in Berlin. And that's definitely possible, but it just seems a bit predictable and repetitive since we just saw a similar thing not too long ago with Chad Gable turning heel after a title match loss. So would they really turn around and do the same angle again barely a few months later? That's the real question there. So not much actual story there between Cody and Kevin up until this point, but the main objective of the August 16th edition of SmackDown was to show that Kevin has a lot of big moves that could return during his match with Cody Rhodes. Liv Morgan and other superstars were all present at the Fanatics Fest in New York City, and it led to some great moments and great interactions. Like one fan who asked Liv Morgan if she would still stand by Dominik Mysterio's side, even if the Wyatt Sicks came for him. Liv Morgan's answer was that she'll defend Dominik against anything that comes his way, so yes, she would stand by him in that situation. And it's interesting that this fan brought this up because looking at the main objective of the Wyatt Sicks group, which is to go after people who abuse their families, Dominik Mysterio perfectly fits their target description in so many ways. Dominik betrayed his father and longtime family friend Edge when he turned heel back in 2022. Rey Mysterio was nothing but the best father to Dominik, and he still betrayed him. Not only betrayed him, but proceeded to come after Rey and abuse him in the ring for many segments and matches. There were even occasions where Dominik yelled in his mother and sister's faces. So if you want to talk about coming after people that are abusive to their families, there's pretty much no one higher on that list right now than Dominik Mysterio. And it doesn't stop there. Not only is he abusive to his real family, but we just saw him betray his wrestling family when he costed Rhea Ripley the title at SummerSlam to align with Liv Morgan. And Uncle Howdy had an issue when Chad Gable was getting out of line with his wrestling family, the Alpha Academy. So if the storytelling stays consistent there, Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Sicks should have a very major issue with Dominik's current actions and all of his prior actions from the last few years. They should have a big problem with all of it. So it was just interesting for that fan to bring that up because yes, the Wyatts should realistically have an issue with Dominik and Liv Morgan as well, since she already said she'll stand by Dominik against them. Liv doesn't have much history with the Wyatts. There was a period in fall of 2019 where she was posting cryptic teasers for her return, and everyone thought she would be joining Bray Wyatt in the Firefly Funhouse, but that didn't happen. But 5 years after those theories came out, this would be Liv Morgan's first time interacting with the Wyatt universe. So it would be interesting to see that unfold and how she interacts with Nikki Cross and the rest of the group. Stone Cold Steve Austin was in the headlines this week for plenty of major stories. The first one was when he sat down for an interview with Adrian Hernandez and was asked about missing WrestleMania 40. Previous reports claimed that Steve Austin had turned down a WrestleMania 40 appearance due to financial disagreements. But in this interview with Adrian, Austin confirmed that the company reached out to him, but prior arrangements and plans with his wife made him miss the event, where very likely the company was planning on having one last face-to-face between The Rock and Stone Cold at WrestleMania. And then during a recent appearance on The Masked Man show, CM Punk was asked about his dream match against Stone Cold Steve Austin. Punk said that the match was ultimately in Steve's hands. He said that if Stone Cold wants to go to sleep, he can give Punk a phone call. There's been lots of back and forth rumors surrounding the idea of Stone Cold coming back for one more match, considering how great he looked in his 2022 match. But if he does decide to have one more match, it absolutely seems like it'll have to be against CM Punk to finally complete that dream match. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.